Back with the finger cots. All right, so I smoked a cigarette, drank a little coffee to get myself good and shaky here. It's funny, in the one of the instructions in the video, it tells you how to put finger cots on if you don't know how to do it, which is actually kind of funny. You know, it's like, in this day and age, you have to tell people how to do the most simplest of things, or else they'll complain, or it's just a filler video. I'm not a fan of the. I don't know how I feel about the finger cuts. Okay, so that's the wrong tool. That's the right tool. There we go with that shaky. Ooh. Yeah, nothing like a cigarette to really calm you down. Great movie in the 1970s, starring Dick Van Dyke, actually, of all people. It was called The Great Smokeout. I think it was Dick Van Dyke was a famous smoker on TV, and they used to shill cigarettes on television, for those of you who are less than 40 years old. Or actually, I'm going to say, less than 40. Famously, was the most famous cigarette shills of the golden era were actually Barney Rubble, Fred and Bonnie pitching Winston cigarettes on a cartoon. Now, the theory is, or the truth of the matter is, the original Flintstones was not a children's program. It turned into a children's program, but it really was not a children's program. It was a knockoff of the Honeymooners, if anybody who doesn't know who the Honeymooners are, which was also not really a children's program. But at some point or another, it became a children's program, and they stopped with the cigarette ads. Actually, I think they stopped cigarette ads in the 1960s. All right, so if you ever watched the TV show Mad Men, one of the prime storylines of the movie or the show was that they were famous for they were an ad company that was famous for cigarettes, or selling cigarettes. Oh, no, it's off the pin. The second hand is definitely twitchy. It's definitely, it is definitely twitchy. I'm not too concerned about the hacking function. I mean, I'm not going to be, like I said, I'm not setting fuses or anything. This watch is never going to be used for its theoretically intended use. I am not a pilot. I was specifically told by my beautiful wife that in my old age I will not be getting a pilot's license. And I don't blame her. Her exact words were, "You don't need to die by misadventure. You have enough bad habits." Okay. All right, so I got it that time. Now, I'm going to grab my little blower here. Which I now can't find. You know what, we'll just use some Radico. Yeah, I scratched this face too. Alright, well, no big deal. Once again, nobody will ever see it except me. It's not a huge scratch. It's literally, I got to look at it through the loop here to see the scratch. But I definitely doinked this face up a little bit. But, you know, I can't reiterate enough that this is not a Rolex. This is a Mitutoyo or Myoto movement. So it's not, I mean, this is literally, I paid like $200 for this watch, and the truth of the matter is this is literally a $50 watch. You're paying for the fun of putting it together yourself. Ooh, and it is fun. I mean, I keep joking about it not being fun, but the truth of the matter is I think this is fun. I'm going to do a quick check of the case to make sure there isn't any giant chunks of shit in it. Yep, there are. As long as there's no fingerprints on the inside of the case, which is really what I worry about more than anything, because there's nothing worse than having a fingerprint on the inside of a watch face. Now, the upside is, and that's the whole point of this particular project, is you know how it goes together, you know how it comes apart. So if a hand falls off, or you know, you do something silly, something happens to it, that's why they give you extra hands also. So if something does go sideways, which it can, and you know, in my case usually does, you can, yeah, there's still dust in there. Yeah, I mentioned it. I've mentioned it multiple different times, but this is not the most ideal environment for this particular project. I'm in my garage here, and you know, this is a working shop. I mean, I work in here. I work in here doing dirty things pretty much every day, and I think I'm gonna say that thing just popped right into place. It did. Huh? Yeah, imagine that. All right, I'm gonna put the back on. Actually, I'm gonna put the stem in. Now this is where I janked up the skeleton watch, trying to get the stem in. Somehow or another, I got something misaligned with the skeletonized watch, and when I went to go put the stem in, oh, there we go. That went together way too easy. And I'm going to pop the back on real quick. I'm going to give the back a quick wipe, which really never see. But you got to wipe it off, because if you don't, when you go to any dirt or anything will end up on the face, guaranteed. So the watch is running. Now, there we go. Now, let's see if we can set, this is all these Japanese movements, they screw down, and it should pop. Okay. I'm gonna set the time. They warn you with these. That's not really. It's not lining up perfectly in the window. Huh. Alright, so I'm just going to set the date real quick. Today's the 8th, or today's the 7th. Or today's the 8th, but I'm going to set it for the 7th, and I'm going to spin it around using the hour hand to the 8th. And it should flip over. Unless something's wrong here. And I think there's something wrong here. Oh, no, there it goes. Okay, so that's the 8th. It's 12 o'clock on the 8th. The time is approximately 12:20. On the 8th. It hacked in. Now this is a water resistant watch. It's not a waterproof watch. I don't trust the divers being waterproof either, because that's not screwing down or tightening up when it screws down. Silly finger cuts. I put a little piece of tape here on the front of my bench to stop that from happening, and it happened anyway. All right, let's grab our band here. It should have, yeah, it's got pins in it anyway, so I don't have to worry about those pins. I will say that, and this is it's leather-esque. This is supposed to be brown. In the video it showed it, or in the advertisement it was brown, and they sent a black one. Maybe I didn't read it right or whatever. Maybe black is standard. It doesn't really matter. It came with these, which I literally just lost one. Shouldn't have gone anywhere. I got a ton of them. So, peel that off. That goes in there. Oh. I can add watch band making to my repertoire of dumb shit that I do. I wonder where that little pin went. Unimportant, really, but that is weird. Maybe I can see it on video. So, well, that's that one. I think I actually, oh, that's no good. See, I think I actually put it on backwards. I kind of want to get the hell out of here. I got shit I want to do today, and it doesn't include fucking around with this any longer. So, yeah, there we go. All right. Well, that's the DIY Watch Company Pilot Watch. Let's see. Stick it in a video here. There it is on my wrist. It's a little loose. Oh, there we go. The band has to break in, but there you go. DIY Watch Company Pilot Watch. There's a little bit of screwiness to the process, but we'll see how it goes. I think it should have had a chapter ring, but I'm not sure. Okay.